Hello everyone and welcome to my iVlog. I am Asim and today I will start by talking about cryptography. Now, cryptography refers to the science and art of designing ciphers, as we explained in the previous iVlog. Now, there are a number of cryptographic primitives, such as basic building blocks, such as block ciphers, stream ciphers, or hash functions. Now, block ciphers may either have one key or both encryption and decryption, in which case they are called shared key, also secret key or symmetric, also known as that. Now, in the 19th century, one of the examples of cryptography, banks invented the test key systems, which is message authentication codes using secret tables, as I will show after this video. I would like also to talk about the hash functions. Hash function takes a group of characters known as key and maps it into a value of certain length, such called hash value or hash. The hash value is representative of the original string of characters, but is normally smaller than the original. This is also helpful in indexing and locating databases because it's easier to find shorter hash value than longer strings. Main properties of hash functions is that it's computationally effective, it needs a one-way, it's a pre-image resistant, and collision resistant. Now let me talk about access control. Access control is one area of digital security where security engineering meets computer science and information. Its function is to control which principals, such as person, processes, or machines, have access to which resources in the required system. Now, there are different access control that has different complexity and reliability. So the most complex access control is the application level where if the call center can actually see your bank details or social network sites app can see your details. This is an example of an application level. Then you have the middleware level, operation system level, and hardware level. Hardware level actually includes CPU or memory management. Now, the access controls provided with an operating system typically authenticate people using a system such as passwords or fingerprints, or passwords and security protocols in case of servers. The traditional way to simplify the management of access right to store the access control is by creating a matrix with a column that has a time along with the sources which the column refers to. An example of that is Apple OS, where its operating system is based on free BSD version of Unix running on top of the Mac kernel. Now, the BSD layer provides memory protection and applications that cannot access system memory. This means, for example, that you can kill a web application using the force quit command without having to reboot the system. Now, files are not allowed to have arbitrary access control list, but simply attributes that are like RWX that allow the files to be read, written, and executed. The program that gets control when the machine is booted runs as the supervisor and has unrestricted access to the whole machine. Also, when we're talking about digital security, you need to talk about the economies of digital security. Now, what makes the information system market different is that in a competitive equilibrium, the price of a good should be its marginal cost of production. But for information systems, that's almost zero. It's hard to compete with services that are free or are cheap, and it's hard to recoup the capital investment you need to get started. Now, also, there are many good feedbacks that appear in the information system. There is the lock-in factor that the systems actually helps in locking the customer. Switching cost might be high from switching from one security system to another. Now, many aspects of digital security are public goods, such as the botnets, DOS, and vulnerabilities. But what are the public goods? There are goods that are non-rivalrous, and doesn't mean that they are less for. That means that doesn't mean that there's less for you as me using them. They are non-excludable, which means that there is no practical way to stop consuming them. Now, one of the major systems, such as Windows, a lot of people might say it's secure, but actually it's not, because Windows has high fixed and low marginal cost, and network effects and technical lock-in makes platform markets particularly likely to be dominated by single vendors.